Hey guys, welcome along. We're going to run through a quick low body workout. You always have the option to pause and add an extra round or rewind or whatever you need to. I'm going to go 2 rounds of each exercise, but you have the option to go three. You have the option to hold weights as well, but you do not have to if you don't have them. You also have the option if you want to just hold water bottles. So think a 2 litre bottle of water is 2 kg, which is what those are. So it's just work with what you got. Don't make excuses, and think nice and controlled on the movements as well. Listen to your body, adjust as you need to, and then also try and enjoy. Okay, so make sure you are warmed up going into this. So if you've come back from a walk, or if you've already done another workout, or if you haven't, a couple of jump jacks, a couple of jogging on the spot, move through the joints, get the muscles and joints loosened up, and then join me then as well. So first exercise we're going to do is our squats. We're thinking quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, ankles, knees, and hips. Option to hold no weight, option to hold weight. I'll let you choose what suits. If you want, you can hold 1 or 2 dumbbells, whatever suits, and we're going to look for about 12 of them. Feet about hip width and toes slightly out. You're going to sit your bum back and down. Think about your knees going out as low as suits and push the floor away. Inhale to come down, knees out, and exhale to push the ground away from you. This is number 4. Anyone who knows me knows I can't count, so don't mind me if my count is a little bit off. Think if you're not using weight, to make it a little bit tougher, you go down nice and slow, keep it controlled, little pause, and then press the floor away with your legs. Even with weight, you should be looking to take control over the movement and not rush. I have number 9, but I could be wrong. Remember, you always stop a little bit higher if that feels better for you, or you go that little bit lower if that suits you as well. I have us for the last 2. For the last one. Good, and relax. Ooh, I'm warm already. I gotta take this off. All right, so next exercise we're going to go to is our lunges. All right, option to hold weight or option no weight. If your balance isn't great, you can always put your hand on a chair, a table, a wall, whatever you got nearby, and then remove it as you need to. If you want to hold, you can hold 1 or 2 weights, whatever suits. With our lunge, again, we're thinking quad, hamstring, glute, calf, ankles, knees, hips, and balance. All right. So if we set ourselves up, if we reverse lunge, which would be kind of a little bit more gentler on the body, you're going to step your right leg back and down, and bending both knees, going as low as suits, and up strong on the left leg. Inhale to go down, and exhale to come up. We're looking for 10 more this leg. Now, if it doesn't suit to go low, you step back, touch the floor, and come up. Still using that front leg, but you're not having to put as much pressure on your knee. Otherwise, you're going down and up. Think hips down rather than just your chest going down. So try and send your hips back and down. A slight lean forward will give you a little bit more glute and hamstring. Bodies upright will give you a little bit more quad. So if you look at the wall in front, that'll give you more front to your leg. I've lost count. I'm going to say 2 more. Last one. Give the legs a little shake. And we got to do our other leg. You'll always have one leg that feels slightly better than the other, but try work as evenly as you can. So right leg planted, third left leg going back. If you're holding weight, think of your shoulders locked back and they're working hard just to hold it. All right, let's step back and down. Think hips down as low as suits and up nice and strong. Remember, if you're not holding weight, put your hands wherever suits. All right, remember, if you want to put your hands on a wall or a chair or a table, whatever is nearby. But as you get your rhythm, maybe you let go of what you're using for your balance. I'm going to say 7, 8. Think of the leg and push the ground away as you come up. 9. Try and stretch the bum a little bit. We've got 2 more left to go. Remember, either that's slightly lean forward or up straight to look towards the wall in front. Last one. Good, and relax. Take a little second, shake out the legs. So the next exercise we're going to do a bit of a hip thrust, but you have the option to not have your back on anything and do it on the floor as a glute bridge. So I'll let you choose what's going to suit. You can use the couch, you can use a footstool, you can use the chair, whatever you got that has a little bit of elevation. Just make sure there's a little bit of cushion on it. You want to think about the bottom of your sports bra onto the cushion. All right. Your feet are separated and feet flat. Think kind of like feet set up like a glute bridge, and you're going to lift your body up off the floor. I want you to tuck your pubic bone towards your belly button and look towards your pubic bone a little bit. You inhale at the bottom, you exhale, push your feet down, lift your hips up. Inhale to come down, exhale to come up. Think of the part of your back that touches, we'll say, the couch or the foot cushion. You want that to be your pivot point, so that doesn't leave what you're using. Press all four corners of your feet down to get your hamstrings and glutes and the back of the body to work. But think of your pubic bone always towards your belly button. Can we go for? I've lost count. 4, 3. Think strong through the back of the body. 2, press down into your big toes. Last one, press down to lift up, 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 and gently come down and relax. Take a little second. So if you don't like the glute bridge or the hip thrust with the elevation of your back, you can go for your glute bridge. Same idea. Think of pubic bone to belly button. Push your feet down to lift your hips up and control. So you have the option to be working here if you prefer it or if it suits you better. All right, we go back to the start. 12 squats, 12 lunges per leg, and 12 hip thrusts. Let's get it done. Option to hold weight, no weight, whatever suits. All right, let's get set up. Feet in position, think toes out slightly. Let's sit bum back and down, think knees out. Pause as low as suits and push the floor away. Control down, pause. Think bum down, chest up as best you can. Send your hips back and down and think of your knees always out slightly. It means your glutes are going to work a little bit more. You'll see when people's knees start to buckle in, the glutes are kind of turned off. So think bum on to hold those knees in place. Again, I have lost count. I'm famous for it. So I'm going to say 4 more. For 3. Good. 2. Remember, you can always go without weight. Keep it controlled to the bottom. Last one. Press your feet down. Push the floor away and up. Good. Take a little second. All right. I have the heaters on in here and I'm kind of regretting it because I'm getting warm. All right. We are stepping back into our lunge. Left foot stays planted to the ground first. Right foot is moving. If you're familiar, you can always forward lunge or you can split squat. So adjust as suits what you're looking for. All right. Shoulders locked back. Think nice and soft through the knees. Right leg stepping back. Thinking hips going down and up nice and strong. And again, we've got 10 more. Think of your front foot solid and lift your hips and shoulders up at the same time. Inhale down, exhale up to support your movement, and shoulders lock back. Remember, you're going as low as suits, and you're trying not to bang your knee off the floor. If it touches the floor, that's fine, but try not to bang hard. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good, and up, give it a little shake. Now, if you have the right count, continue. And then we're going to keep our right foot on the ground, and we're going to go left leg back. Again, reset your arms, reset your shoulders. Strong through the legs, soft through the knees. Let's step it back and down. And again, up nice and strong. And again. If your balance isn't great, use your breath to help. So that inhale down, exhale up. Also, pick a point on the floor and just look at it. And I've totally lost count here. Well done. I'm going to say 6 more. for 5. You'll always have one leg that feels slightly stronger or more stable than the other leg, especially if you're dealing with any injuries. So just take your time and work as best you can through it. Last one. Good, and relax, shake them out. Hip thrust for the last one. You have the option to pop your weight onto your hips as well. Option to go no weight onto the hips. Remember, you can always go glute bridges here too. I want you to think, if you feel pressure on the back of your body, tilt your pubic bone more towards your belly button. So think lower back. Shouldn't feel any bad pressure. All right, so it shouldn't be painful. So we're going thinking about the bottom of our sports bra up against whatever you have to elevate you, or you're lying on the ground, knees bent, feet flat. All right, we're going to set ourselves up, and I want you, so no arches under your back. So think, bring your hips to your ribs, and that brings your pubic bone to look at you when you're here in position. And you look at it as well. You inhale, lower your hips, and exhale, lift them. Think, press all 4 corners of your feet down, and a little pause at the top. So pause, think about your hamstrings, bum, and strong abdominals. Think of that pivot point on the step. So I'm not arching my bum to come down. I hinge down. So as my hips lower, my chest lifts a little. And as my hips lift, my chest goes back a little. Try say that fast. Bit of a tongue twister. Press your feet down. Can we go for 4? For 3, press those big toes down. For 2, you'll feel so much more hamstring. Last one, big lift. And gently come down. Woo! And relax. Well done, lads. So that's 2 rounds of quick lower body exercise. If you want, you can always do a 3rd round. So pause, rewind, and then rewatch it again. Or you can always do more rounds. You can always add any exercise to it. The more weight you add, the tougher it's going to be. Or when you go a little bit slower on the way down, again, that adds to it without adding any weight. So I hope you enjoyed. Nice and quick, efficient. And then I hope to see you again for another video. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.